Trends come and go, and sometimes it can be pricey and hard to keep up with them. So in this video, I wanted to talk about how you don't need to follow current trends to look on trend. And I've got 6 tips that I'm going to go through to help you do this. These tips are going to be tailored towards my personal style, but use this information in any way you please to suit your style or your needs. If you enjoy the content, then a free way to support the channel is to leave a like and hit subscribe. And now that's all out the way, let's get into the first tip. So the first thing that I focus on is having the majority of my wardrobe made up of items that are neutral in colour and simple in design. And when I say neutral colours, I mean your blacks, whites, greys, beiges, navies, khakis, and everything in between. I hope I didn't forget any, but you get the idea. Neutral colours pair so well with one another that you don't have to worry about them clashing. So because a lot of my wardrobe is made up of items like this, it's so easy for me to put looks together because I know everything's going to work together. Also, outfits made up of simple neutral tones are normally my favourite looking outfits. I think they look quite striking, they look sleek, and they're also timeless, so you can wear them at any point in time and you're not going to look out of place. This isn't to say I never wear colourful items or items with prints on them, but I just tend to focus on neutral items and simple items because they stand the test of time and I know I'm going to get a lot more wear out of them. And if I want to spice things up a bit with my fits, then there are plenty of other ways that I can do this without wearing bold, in-your-face colours or massive prints. And I'll get to how to do this later on in the video. A good example of my point here is to look at photos of James Dean, for example. James Dean kept things very simple, he wore timeless items, and what he's wearing back in the 50s wouldn't look out of place in the 80s, the 90s, or even in 2021. So if you don't want to keep updating and replacing your wardrobe to look stylish, then do what James Dean did and keep things simple. The next tip is probably a bit of an obvious one, but that is to buy the best quality clothing that you can. As we're now focusing on buying timeless pieces like I mentioned in the first tip, we want to buy clothing that's going to hold up and last. Also, because the items of clothing are very simple in design, we want the material and the fit of the clothing and the way it sits on your body to do all the talking. This doesn't mean that you have to spend an absolute fortune. There's brands out there like Uniqlo, COS, Everlane, Arket that all offer good quality basics for an affordable price, so you don't have to break the bank. Also, try buying secondhand when you can, because you can get some great quality items for a fraction of the price. You can always tell when someone's wearing an outfit made up of good quality items. It really makes or breaks an outfit, in my opinion. I've bought plenty of poor quality items in the past. It loses its shape really quickly, and yeah, it fits terribly after a while and you look a bit of a mess. So by focusing on good quality clothing, you're going to have a look that holds together a lot better and it's going to make you look a lot more stylish. The next tip that I want to talk about is mixing casual and smarter items together in your outfits. This is something that I like to do a lot, and by mixing smarter items with casual items, it can really smarten up your overall look without making you look overdressed. For example, if I've got a hoodie on, rather than wearing a pair of jeans or a pair of sweatpants with my hoodie, wear a pair of smart trousers. By wearing a pair of smart trousers with a very casual item like a hoodie, it's just going to smarten your overall look while still keeping things really casual. Now, I'm not talking about wearing a tuxedo, for example, with a pair of sweatpants, so don't go too overboard with the smart part of this tip. An overcoat is another item that does this really well and something that I love to wear a lot when the weather allows it. If you get a nice fitting overcoat, you can pretty much throw it over anything and it really takes your look to the next level, in my opinion. So you don't only have to wear smart items with other smart items or casual items with other casual items. Mix and match them and yeah, sharpen up your looks a bit. Now this next point is a really obvious point, but it makes all the difference. And that is to look after your clothing and keep it looking tidy. Iron or steam your clothing before you wear it, because quite honestly, wearing wrinkled clothes makes you look an absolute mess. Also, store your clothes away properly so they hold their shape better. Also, before heading out the house, use a lint roller on your clothing to get rid of the fluff. No one looks good with clothes caked in fluff. I bet you now I've said that I look back at this video and I'm covered in fluff myself, but I'm still in the house, so it doesn't count. These are just really simple and basic things that anyone can do that make a huge difference to your overall look. Another thing to do is to stay on top of cleaning your sneakers. A clean pair of shiny sneakers can really make an outfit shine, in my opinion. You don't want to have a really well put together look let down by a filthy pair of sneakers. No thanks. Certain styles can pull off that beaten sneaker look and it can look great, but my style is not one of those styles. No one likes cleaning sneakers, no one likes cleaning in general, but if you do, you're welcome round at any time. But by staying on top of the cleaning process, you're just going to make your stuff last a lot longer. I've got plenty of videos on the channel already talking about this stuff, how to clean your sneakers and and all that good stuff, so feel free to check that out at any point. The next tip I want to talk about is all about accessories. Accessories can really take your look to the next level in my opinion, especially if you're wearing outfits made up of simple items. Also, simple jewelry items never really go out of style, so by taking a more minimal approach to your jewelry, then you're going to have a timeless and polished look. If jewelry isn't for you, then there's plenty of other accessories that you can take advantage of, like bags, hats, scarves, glasses, so take your pick. Accessories really are that cherry on the top of an outfit. They really bring it together, they make it stand out, so make good use of them. The last point, and probably the most important point on the list, is to wear clothing and items that make you feel confident and comfortable. If you're wearing items that make you feel uncomfortable, then you're not going to feel confident in those items, and this is really going to show. Confidence can go a long way, and it can really make the difference when it comes to style. You can pretty much make anything look good if you wear it with enough confidence. So even if you were to wear a mismatched outfit made up of bold colours, covered in patterns, caked in fluff and wrinkles, and made up of poor quality materials, but you wear it with confidence, then you're still going to pull that off. But thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please do leave a like and hit subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. See ya!